Welcome back everybody to the Zeusdaz Unemulated Retro Game Channel. I go by the name of Zeus and it is shit game time once again. And what have I got this time? You can't really tell much by that, can you, unless you actually read the video description. It is Double Dragon 1 on the Amstrad CPC, the Drosoft version. Well, I've started recording on this screen because, believe me, apart from a pretty good loading screen, which basically at the end of the day means fuck all, jack shit, because you know it's the game that matters. That's the most important ingredient. Fuck the loading screen. Apart from that, you just get a bit of text at the beginning to select your controls, but this is it. So we're going to go straight into it. Now I've done a shit game time of the Amiga version, Double Dragon, which I found really funny. Actually, the game was so bad it's really enjoyable. I've done a shit game time version of the Commodore 64 American version and the European version and the ZX Spectrum version. So rightfully so, the Amstrad version needs to be shit game time too. So let's get on with it, and here you are. Now, very bright colours, awfully slow, and absolutely no music at all, and it keeps the same thing as the Spectrum version, which is basically when you throw them over, they keep the animation as if they were being thrown over a toilet. You know, they're actually being sick in a toilet bowl. I mean, you know, if someone looked like that as you threw them over your shoulder, you know, it'd be quite cartoony, wouldn't it? Splat. There we go. It does have two-player. All the controls are there. Headbutt, the jump, the kick, the punch, the elbow. So all the moves are there. But very jerky again. Look at that. Clunk, 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 clunk. So lots of colour. In fact, to the point, I think there's too much colour. It's very bright. You got strong blues and strong reds and strong greens, and that doesn't go. It could have been tamed down a little bit on the eyes. You can always, I suppose, reach for your TV remote and turn the colours down, but you don't really want to do that, do you, all the time? You play different games. Again, very minimal sound effects. I couldn't find anything on the poo grammars, but what I will say is this. I've just read this thing in the instructions, which is exactly what you find in the Commodore 64 box. Now, I don't know why they put this, so I'll read it to you. It says, "Dear games player," a note from the poo grammars. During the Herculean task of cramming as many as possible of the multitude of animation and graphics elements that make up the arcade game into the CPC, we were faced with a problem. To get both one and two player options and to achieve the authentic, especially say authentic, Mr. Tiella, feel of two player simultaneous action simply took more memory than we had available. But we knew how disappointed you would be if the game didn't have the same two-player mode as the arcade game you know and love. So we came up with a memory-saving solution. We implemented sprite stacking techniques to create the animated characters using two smaller sprites instead of one larger one to create each figure. The resulting small gap you may notice in the characters at waist level is the compromise that the architecture of the CPC forced us to make. This should not impair your enjoyment of the game in any way. Signed, the poo grammars. No names or anything like that, the programmers. This is cut and paste. This is what you found in the Commodore 64 box, and I don't see any gap between these things, so I don't understand that at all. Just stick that back over there. Anyway, let's get on with it. Don't understand that at all. So no music whatsoever, like the Spectrum version. The scrolling, no doubt about it, there's no denying it. The scrolling of this version is extremely jerky. You didn't get that on the Spectrum version. If you check that out, it's very smooth. There you go. Headbutt. Dish. Thank you. And another headbutt. No. Elbow. Legs. I don't know. Dish. Knee in the elbow in the face. And again. Yeah. It's the same crappy. I mean, you are Drosoft anyway. Are they Spanish based? And why would they do the conversion for Great British release? The Amiga version wasn't DroSoft. The TireST version wasn't DroSoft. And I'm pretty damn sure the Spectrum version wasn't DroSoft. That was Melbourne House. So who are these people? There you go. Tried to headbutt him in mid-flight. So, yeah. There is the 128K version of this, which does look a lot more familiar to the arcade. I mean, this isn't too bad. However, that version is still slow, and it's got a questionable colour palette. So you got the ladder as well, like the Spectrum version. I don't think you can do that on the Commodore 64. Oh, and there's not Marion. What's her name? Yeah. Okay. Oh, those noises. Yeah, it's a little too much colour, I think. Very strong. Should have tamed them down a bit. The green with the red is yeah. Darker green would have been better. Don't really want the whip. And there's the famous car picture. That's drawn very nicely, I have to say. Was on the Spectrum version too. So far, no doubt, if I had a gun to my head and told, you said to me, right, which version would be the last out of the Commodore 64, the Amstrad and the Spectrum version, which one would you prevent yourself playing? Even though you got two options on the Commodore 64, I would definitely say the Commodore 64. You wouldn't want to play that, it's horrible. Oh, and a Bobo comes through the wall as well, that's good. Very slow, but there he is. That's it, come on, squish. Dish, yeah. And again, there we go. So obviously this is the 64K version, and it's multi-load. Come on, die or knocked out. No, still alive. Okay. Gotcha. Right. Come on. Oh no, it's left the cat out. There was a cat there. I think that's on the Spectrum version, actually. I think. I could be wrong. And here's the blacker Bobo, so they've got the colour scheme right. There's a knife there, I want it, but you're going to pick it up, aren't you? Oh, it's just... It's too slow. Surprisingly, an average size play area. Usually when the games like this slow, they compromise by making the screen smaller. But the screen is too small on this, actually. Can't think of it. Looking at it, it's alright. But it's too slow. He's going to waffle me with a bat, isn't he? Yeah, thought so. Oh, okay. Jump kick me. So, anyway, YouTuber RayC has nominated this. He wants this to be flushed into the bog, into the sewer, into the vault of shitness. And it will be, no doubt about that. I actually think this is better than the Double Dragon 2 version on the Amstrad. The DroSoft version. I think they did less for themselves, to be honest with you. If you check the DroSoft version of Double Dragon 2, that is awful. God, it's just too slow to react. You make a mistake, you can't react in time. And I think this little white guy is pissing me off now because he's not letting me. Gotcha. I've got you in a pincer. You're going to stay there now, both of you. I've got you. Good. And I think that's level 1. It is. So this is a multi-level game, and it might give you the choice like the Spectrum version. It might say press this to replay a level, or press this button to load the next stage. Oh yeah, here we go, mission 2. So we'll do that. So bear with me, we're loading level 2. Right, level 2. Let's see what we got here. Can I climb the... No, I can't do that. I can't do on that Spectrum version either. Oh, Oh, I always get it with a knife. I never get on with a knife. It's annoying. Right, let's get you in the old pincer movement. Thank you. Got you locked down. And a headbutt to boot. And another one. Come on, another headbutt. Yeah. Still dead, are we? A few punches. Gotcha. Right. Jump kick. Yeah, even the scrolling the characters is a little bit jerky there. Oh. Let's go and get you. Oh God, what have you got down your trousers, mate? That looks a bit dodgy. It's virtually the same as the bloody... It's not the same, but it's almost the same as the Spectrum version with the moves. But it's definitely very slower. No doubt about that. And very jerky. See, you can't throw them in the pits either. I've noticed that. Yeah, you can't throw them in the pits. I mean, if there's no pits, you kick them like that and you can throw them over your shoulder, but you can't do it when there's a pit there. It won't do it. I don't know why. That's it. Die. Up we go. Up we go. Oh. Oh, it's just... It's too jerky. It's horrible. It's too jerky. I mean, what's that about? It looks like he's rubbing his leg up their chests. I don't understand that. Terrible. That it? Right, let's go up here then. And again. Okay. Oh, clug, clug, clug. Awful. Yeah, I can see why you're asking me to put this in the vault of shitness, mate. This is it's not good at all, is it? And I've played the 128K version as well, and yes, everything's redrawn, looks much more like the arcade, but let's be honest, that was slow as well. I didn't like the colour palette in that at all. Very bright yellows and browns. That's ridiculous. So I could just keep kicking all three like that. Oh, no, she got through. No, not now. I've got you all stuck. Is there going to be a boss of this level? I don't know. I don't think there is. That could be it, you know. Once I get past these two. Is that it? That's it. So there's no boss of level 2 as well. There's a little guy in a green suit. That was the boss of level 2, but he's not in this version either. Completed mission 2. We're going to have a little go at mission 3 and then that'll be it. So see you in a few... Well, to me it'll be about a minute and a half because I'm doing it by tape. But for you it'll be instantaneous. So see you in a second. Right, here we go with level 3 and see what this is about. Oh, bloody hell. It's actually... I can tell straight away they've cut off the beginning of level 3. This is the second half of level 3 in the arcade. So they've cut all that. That is a big black mark right there. Even the Commodore and Spectrum versions have the beginning of the level 3. This is halfway through level 3 now. I actually threw him over. Is he going to land in the river? Probably not. No, I'm going to get knifed now. Oh, he threw it the other way, you muppet. Okay, yeah, they've missed out the first part of this level. That's not good. Oh, come on, it's too slow. It's too slow to react. No, I'm going to have to move. I can't get away from these. It's too... Come on, get up. Move. Come over here. Right, no. A Bobo is about 2 feet below me and he can still get through. That makes no sense at all to me. Bloody hell. Slow ass fucking characters. I'm just about to get the third hit in and then I get whacked. Come down here. Don't trust these guys. Come down here. Yes, finally. There we go. Yeah, they've cut the whole part of the level out. That's not good at all. Oh, you have to get right to the edge of the screen as well to get the where are you going? To get the screen to move. Is there a knife I can get hold of? No. Oh, for flip's sake. Oh, I thought I had all of you then. No, I'm going to have to move again. They've got me in a bloody... They've got me in a stuck-in position and I can't get out of it. I'm stuck, I'm stuck, I'm stuck. There's too many. It's just so damn slow. No, right, okay. I'll jump over that way and see if I can knock them out now. No, glump, 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 glump. I didn't even make a contact there. Can I get them in this time? I've got them in... Right, I've got them in a fixed position now, so that's good. Okay. We just stick to this position, see what we can do, see if we can get past these. No, I didn't think so. It's bloody awful, isn't it? Let's face it, it's awful. The trouble is, it's too damn slow. It's too slow to respond to anything. That's it. Still alive. Okay, let's get you done now. Bye bye. That's got to be you. Excellent. Okay. Let's move on now and let's see if it contains both Abobos. I'm sure it will do. I'm sure it will do. But again, it's just so jerky. Over you go. Over you go. And a few elbows in the face there for your good measure. So we grab that and it's going to be, I'm going to throw it the wrong way. That's really clever. And look, oh, you caught it. You're a very strong guy. There's a Bobo. Are they both on here? I don't know. No, didn't connect with him at all. That's the trouble with this version as well. It's you get a rock or something you could throw and they got to be a mile away before you could connect with them. No, this would not go down very well with me if I bought this back in the day. Really bad. It's you know, all the moves are there and all the characters are there. But I don't like the colour. Everything's very bright. It's very strong colours. They should have tamed the colours down a little bit. It's like it's saying, it's like the computer saying, look, I can do all these colours. And, you know, let me show you. Yeah, okay, you can do all these colours, but you don't have to go strong, do you? You can just, you know, just tame them down a bit. Yeah, I get it. You can do green, yellow, blue, but not as strong, please. It's too strong. Alright, have I got you in a thingy? So we got both of Bobos here, and he can punch me and he's not even in line with me. Very, very frustrating. So let's go up here and get levelled from this Abobo. No, yes he is. No, he ain't. Yes he is. No, they're both duffing me up now. I think this is it. I'm not enjoying this at all. It's too sluggy. The colours are hurting my eyes. I've even had to bloody turn the colours down slightly on the TV. And I don't do that often for computer and video games. They're all roughly the same sort of strongness in colour, no matter what system you're using. But this, I remember I had to do that for Street Fighter 1 on the Amstrad as well. The bloody colour scheme they chose was couldn't have done a worse job. Sod it, that'll do. I ain't going to continue. No, let them beat me up. I don't give a shit. So that's Double Dragon 1 on the Amstrad CPC, the Drosoft version. And yeah, let's face it, it's shit. There's no atmosphere. It's too slow and sluggy. The colours are far too strong. Yeah, the moves are all there. Very basic sound effects. No music. Yeah, it's shit. I can't see any Amstrad fan or Amstrad mega fanboy fan even believing that they think this is a good version. Come on, guys. It is crap, isn't it? It's crap. I suggest play the 128K version, but even that's slow as well. That can be frustrating, but at least it looks a lot more than the arcade than this version does. So what am I going to give this on the shitometer? Yeah, I've made my points, good and bad. I'm going to give it a whopping... I'm going to give that 77 shits. Yeah, I think that's about fair. I think that's about right. 77 shits on the shitometer, or shitometer, whatever you want to call it, for Double Dragon on the Amstrad CPC, the Drosoft version. So, yeah, stand up, poo grammars and publishers. Round of applause, you've made an edition of Shit Game Time. I've just made you famous. Thank you very much, RayC, for your request, mate. Well picked, well picked. Right, that's it from me. Thanks very much for joining me on this edition of Shit Game Time. If you would like to place a request of a game that you hate or you think was screwed off back in the day and you think some magazines praised it and you bought it and it turned out to be utter dog shite, then please click on the video link in a second. It's about to pop up in the top left, along with 3 other random Shit Game Time videos for you to enjoy. Click on that video, name your game, and leave the rest to me, as they say. Judge, jury, and executioner. Zeusdaz will sort it for you. Until next time, Zeus out of Plopsville.